Hey, great afternoon to everybody. Great afternoon. How are you today? Come on in the room, hop on in here, chat with me today. It's always my honor and my privilege to come and share with you every Tuesday right here at 1 p.m. for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. In case you do not know, I am Dr. Siobhan Whitehead. And listen, it's an amazing Tuesday. It is an amazing Tuesday. So come on in the room as you're coming in. Come on, say hello. I'm going to share this and you can share it as well. Hope you all have had an amazing day thus far. Hope you have had an amazing day thus far. I just hopped on. Hey, hey, Pooh. I'll check it soon as I get off of here. I'll check it as soon as I get back upstairs. So great morning. Well, great afternoon to everybody. Listen, I just hopped on briefly. I actually was supposed to have a meeting. It got rescheduled to tomorrow. So we were actually going to do lunchtime empowerment talks tomorrow. But hey, it's always a good time to just pop on in. What I just wanted to talk to you. Hey, Janella, how are you? I just got on to give somebody a push just to tell you to keep going. I know you're probably saying, Dr. Vaughn, that's just so elementary and that's so minute for you to just say, keep going. But here's what I've learned through talking to people over the course of the last week. These first 2 months of the year that we just went through has hit many of us in major ways that we did not expect. Already in the first quarter of the year, some of us have dealt with some hellfire. And so I jumped on as your pusher just to tell you, keep going. I know there's some great big dreams and visions that God has showed you. I want you to know, keep going. Just because the enemy showed up early does not mean that you abort the mission. Just because the enemy showed up strong does not mean that you give up on your promise. Just because the enemy is coming back to back does not mean that you are defeated or that God did not promise you. So I wanted to come on today to tell somebody, you may be doing this thing by yourself. You may not have anybody to connect to you. Well, I came to connect to you today and say, keep going. A lot of us, God has placed some big things before us, some big things we don't even know how they're going to manifest. God has placed some big dreams and big visions in front of some of us. Many of us didn't ask for it, but it's before us. God has charged us to do some major things. And it seems like the minute that we decided to do what God told us to do, all hell started breaking loose. It seems like the minute that we declared that everything shall manifest and come as we came into this year was the minute that the enemy just started going on. And then I also charge you that some of the things that we're going through is not the enemy. Some of the things that we're going through are part of our stretching process. But I wanted to challenge you today. Don't get defeated. Don't get discouraged in the middle of your stretching. Your stretching and your crushing is necessary. Your stretching and your crushing is necessary. Your stretching and your crushing is necessary. The journey that you're on, stop worrying about other people's journey and how they making it and how they making it look easy. And it seems like yours always got to be a fight. Guess what? If mine always got to be a fight, it's still my journey. If mine always got to be a struggle, it's still my journey. Because guess what? I am holding fast to what God has spoken unto me. I am not letting these eyes make me forfeit my destiny. I refuse to let these eyes make me speak ill of God. I refuse to let these eyes cause me to sit down and forget what I know God told me. So what did Dr. Vaughn come today? Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep writing out the plan. Keep serving. Keep seeking the people. Keep going after God. Listen, this is your journey. And listen, I promise you, it's all going to be worth it. Matter of fact, let me change that. It is all worth it right now. I know it feels uncomfortable, but it's all worth it right now. Let me help you understand. I have faced some things I may not talk about it, but I have faced some things in these first 60 days of this year. I faced some things that I was trying to question whether or not God really told me to do what he told me. I began to question whether or not God even really called me to do what I know he called me to do. I began to question whether or not God anointed me for this. And matter of fact, I began to question whether or not I really wanted to do it. And here's the truth of the matter. Oftentimes, if we're honest, we really don't want to do it. But I owe God so much of me. I owe God so much of me. God has been too good to me to forfeit just because it got a little uncomfortable. So, yep, you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable, but I dare you type in the chat, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, it seemed like it's no after no after no after no, but I want you to type, I'm going to keep going. Yes, I know it seemed like it's storm after storm after storm, but I want you to type, I'm going to keep going. I know it seemed like death just showed up and almost tried to take you out. I want you to type, I'm going to keep going. I know it seemed like, people are starting to drift away and you're starting to feel a little bit all by yourself. I just want you to type, I'm going to keep going. I know it seemed like it's a little tight, money a little funny. You're trying to figure out how you're going to manifest this vision that God gave you. I want you to just type, I'm going to keep going. I know they don't even believe in what God said to you. I know they can't even see what God spoke to you. I just want you to declare, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm not worried about you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. But you got to learn how to talk to yourself. And when you start doubting what God said, you got to look and say, nope, I'm going to keep going. Let me tell you something. Because guess what? That's right, Courtney. That's right, Jarlene. That's right, Janella. Let me tell you why. Because if I got to go through crawling, I'm going to keep going. If I got to roll through or get somebody to drag me through or roll me through, I am going to keep going. Why? Because I have an expected end. God has prepared a place for me. So as I posted on Monday. I think it was either Monday or Sunday. God, please deliver me from my tainted belief system so that I can walk into my prepared place. God, deliver me from my tainted belief system so I can walk into my prepared place. Deliver me from my tainted belief system, my limited belief system, so that I can walk into my prepared place. Dr. Vaughn, why are you saying my tainted and limited? Because sometimes our past cause us to have a limited thought process. Sometimes our issues cause us to have a tainted thought process. Sometimes our situation and the people that we are around sometimes cause our belief system to be tainted. But when my prayer to God is remove me, deliver me from my limited belief system, deliver me from my tainted belief system. Why? So I can walk into my prepared place. Why? Because this place don't belong to nobody but me. They can look like me, they can walk like me, they can talk like me, they can do whatever. But my prepared place belongs to me. So I'm telling you the same thing. They can look like you, they can walk like you, they can try to mimic you, they can do whatever you want to. But your prepared place is designed for you. Do not allow your belief system or how you think about the situation to hinder you from the blessings that God has for you. Listen. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. If you don't keep going, you will not be able to see what God has for you. What is the point of getting to this point and saying, you know what, I'm going to stop? No, I suffered way too much back there to stop now. I suffered and went through way too much back there than to stop right now. So what am I saying to you today? I came to push you, to tell you to keep going. To keep going. To keep going. To keep going. They may not even understand your drive. Keep going. They may not even understand why you still even pushing. Keep going. They may not even understand why you're still connected. Keep going. It may look dead to them, but keep going. Many of us give up due to being frustrated. And I get it. I get it. Life circumstances and situations that come up can frustrate you. I get it. I get it. I've been there. I get it. But today, My whole purpose this day, March the 1st, I came to push you to tell you keep going. In case nobody told you can do this, you can do this. That's why I want somebody to type, I can do this. I want somebody just to type, I can do this. I want you to type, put your name on there. Shavonna, you can do this. Courtney, you can do this. Janella, you can do this. Janice, you can do this. Jackie, you can do this. Jarlene, you can do this. Madeline, you can do this. I want you to type, you can do this. You can put your name on it. I mean, talk to yourself. Yes, I told myself this morning, even when I got frustrated, I said, Shavonna, you can do this. Even when I looked at it, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do everything. I said, Shavonna, you can do this. It's not a team. It's not a team all around, that I don't have a whole entourage of people. But God said you can do this. I'm talking to you today. You can do this. You can do this. That's right. That's right, Janice. That's right. The reason why you probably saying, Dr. Vaughn, why you always tell us to type our name? Because when you put a declaration tied to your name, you tied that declaration to you. So on March the 1st, 2022, you declared in the atmosphere that you were going to keep doing and that you can do this. That's what you said. I can go back in these comments or be in the comments. I can go back and remind you. You said it March 1st. So if I come back in May and you done threw up your hands, I'm going to remind you. You said on March 1st, you said I can do this. And all of our this are different. All of our this are different. All of our that's right, Miss Valerie. All of our this are different. And guess what? That's okay. Because as I celebrate the this that God is doing in my life, I am celebrating the this that he's manifesting in yours. I don't have to compete with you to celebrate you. I don't have to ask God not to bless you to bless me. No, I want God to bless us all. Manifest everything you have for us all, God. Manifest everything you have for us all. So today, I hopped on because somebody needed to hear. You've been frustrated. You ain't been sleeping. You've been questioning whether or not you should do this. Should be questioning whether or not, you're strong enough to handle this vision, whether or not you're strong enough to take this leap of faith. Well, I came by as your pusher today to tell you, you can do this. Now, today, you got to sit with what your this is. I know what my this is. I wrote it down in my journal. I know what my this is. And my this seems way bigger than me. Because guess what? It is bigger than me. But I know what God said. So I don't care how frustrated I am. I'm going to have my moment. I'm going to be frustrated because I'm human. I'm going to face it. And then I'm going to shake it off. Did you hear what I said? I'm not acting like it's not going to come. But when the frustration happens, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to face it. Then I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to face it. I'm going to shake it off. When the disappointment hit me, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to face it, and I'm going to shake it off. When the hurt hits me, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to face it, and I'm going to shake it off. When the doubt try to creep in, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to face it, and then I'm going to shake it off. That's what I came to tell you today. Acknowledge it. Face it, and then shake it off. Why? Because you can do this. You can do this. Keep going. Keep going. That's right, Courtney. Acknowledge it, face it, shake it off. That's what I can tell you. Acknowledge it, face it, shake it off. But whatever you do, keep going. Whatever you do, keep going. It's not always going to be a flowery bed of ease. It's not always going to be beach and sunshine. But even in those valley moments, if you reflect and you can just look over the horizon and remember what God promised you, keep going. Keep going. And I don't care. You better check your atmosphere. Make sure ain't nobody talking in your atmosphere against it. I put people out my atmosphere because I'm believing God for some stuff that's bigger than me. So if you can't see where I'm going, then guess what? I can love you from a distance. It's no love lost. But I'm determined to get to where God said I was supposed to get. I'm determined to get to where God said that I am supposed to get. Not the journey I thought I was supposed to have, because the journey I thought I was supposed to have, he been uprooted that. Not the journey that people said I should have, or not the journey that people think I should have. I am walking the journey that God created for Shavonna. Not even Dr. Vaughn. I am walking the journey that God created for Shavonna Lakeisha Whitehead. That's the journey that I'm walking. So every time my feelings take me to the left or my feelings take me to the right, I have to look myself in the mirror and say, Shavonna, keep going. Every time I feel like I don't want to fight it no more, I don't want to give it my all no more, I'm tired, I got to say, Shavonna, you can do this. Every time I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out, God, I don't even have the skills for this. I don't even know how to do this next step. I got to look myself in the mirror and say, Shavonna, you can do this. And every time it begin to weigh on me and doubt, I go lay down and be like, you know what? I'm not even going to work on the vision today. I'm just going to lay around. And I'm like, you know what? Because I can't do this. I'm frustrated. I'm hitting a brick wall. God, maybe I just can't do this. That's when I got to acknowledge it. I got to face it. And I got to shake it off. I got to acknowledge it. I got to face it. And I got to shake it off. Because here's the thing. When you act like it's not there, it will become a weight and a yoke on you. Oh, God. When you act like it's not there, it will become a weight and a yoke on you. But when you acknowledge it, when you face it, that's when you develop the power to shake it off. I'll say it again. When you acknowledge it, when you face it, that's when the power comes in to shake it off. But as long as you act like you're not frustrated, as long as you act like you're not hurt, as long as you act like you're not disappointed, it will become a weight and a yoke. But as long as when that frustration come up, or when that enemy starts talking in my ear, I acknowledge what he said. I face it. And then I shake him off. I shake him off. Why? Because I can do this. So I'm talking to each and every last one of you that are on here now and that shall watch the replay. Keep going. You can do this. I know it don't look like it. Keep going. You can do this. I know nobody else has been successful. Keep going. You can do this. I know the trait in your family says that it always goes this way. Keep going. You can do this. Nobody's patting me on the back. Keep going. You can do this. Yes, you that are watching me right now, you can do this. So that's what I came by today. I said, I was looking for something real heavy, and I was like, God, what are we going to chat about today? Woo! What are we going to chat? What are we going to chat about today? God says sometimes we make things too complex, and sometimes we just need a simple word to say, keep going. We just need a simple word to say, I can do this. I've been in a place, some of you are really saying, I've been in a place where I'm tired. I'm over it. Just let me go to work. Let me come home. I'm over all of this. I'm over all of this. I know what I deserve, but you know what? I'm over all of this. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of the process. I'm tired of being stretched. I'm tired of being crushed. I'm tired of being pressed. I'm just over all of it. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to just sit here and just let it be what it's going to be. Nope. That's when he sent Dr. Vaughn by to tell you, keep going. He sent Dr. Vaughn by today to tell you, keep going. You can do this. Don't stop here. You went through too much back there to stop here. I'll say it again. You went through too much back there to stop here. There's too much greatness over there. Too much greatness over there. So that was our lunchtime empowerment talk. I'm glad you hopped on, and I hope you got that extra push that was going to push you today. I simply wanted to tell you, keep going. You can do this. You can do this. It's not about your credentials. It's not about who you know. It's not about who you're connected to. It's not about your family lineage. It's not about how much money you got. It's simply about what God said for your life. And so I just wanted to say, keep going. I love you. I love you, Nell. I love you. Yes, keep going. That's right. So all throughout the day today, write it on a sticky. Put it on your desk. Put it in your phone. Just say, put your name and say, Shavonna, keep going. You can do this. That's the only statement I want you to say over yourself. You know what? Octavia, keep going. You can do this. Chanel, keep going. You can do this. Courtney, keep going. You can do this. Devon, keep going. You can do this. Jackie, keep going. You can do this. I want you to put it on a sticky, put it in your phone or whatever. And I just want you to say it to yourself today. You can be driving down the street and say, you know what? Janella, keep going, girl, because you can do this. You can do this. And so, as always, it's my honor and my privilege to come and share with you for Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. In case you don't know, I am Dr. Shavonna Whitehead, and it's always a joy to share with you. And so we'll be back here next Tuesday at 1 p.m. to share with whatever the Lord drops on us as we continue to what? Keep going. As we continue. I love you too, as we continue to keep going. And so I want you to remember and listen. Please, if you haven't already liked the She's More Now page, please like it. I have some announcements coming on there. Guess what, you guys? Next, two Tuesdays from now, we will celebrate 2 years of Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn. I'm going to be giving away stuff. Oh, we're going to party. You know, I like to celebrate. So we're going to honor some people. We're going to celebrate. We're going to push. We're going to have fun. So that one may be about 30 minutes versus 15. But I love on you. I thank you for supporting me. I'm glad. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you just for loving on me. I love you. Keep going. Keep pushing. And always, if you have not subscribed down there to the website, head over and subscribe to the website, www.ShavonnaWhitehead.com. Listen, we have a bi-weekly newsletter that's full of empowerment that you may need to just read and print it off or just go back and reference. We come through every Friday. This Friday coming up will be the next one. We like to push you all the way because guess what? We are in this together. We don't do it alone. And as long as God takes me higher, I'm pulling everybody connected to me with me. I just want to help one somebody. And if I can help one somebody, then God will be pleased with me. And so listen, enjoy your day. Yes, enjoy your day. Yes, Janella will be 50 years old this month. So yes, this is her celebration month. And so listen, share this with somebody that may need to hear the same message that you heard today. And most of all, make sure you subscribe to the She's More Now page. Make sure you subscribe to the website down below to receive the newsletter. But most of all today, keep going. You can do this. Yes, you. Keep going. You can do this. I'll see you guys back here next week, Tuesday at 1 p.m. I love you all. Have a great day.